Hi, and welcome to NPCs for Hire. I'm Ed, the Guildmaster, here to offer you another NPC that you can introduce into any of your fantasy role-playing games. Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, Knave, Beckme, whatever it is you want, you can use it there. So today's NPC will be hailing from the mystical world of Eberron. A lot of my NPCs that are really good ones and favorite ones that I like all kind of come from Eberron, but that's another story for another time. Anyway, today's NPC is named Agatha. She is a black dragon who strangely seeks the ruin of the chamber and all who are associated with it. She's hunting down different entities, working against other groups, and is often found even trying to find magic items that she can use to thwart the chamber for some unknown reason. I'm not going to go into detail over what the chamber is. That you just need to do some research on and learn about it for yourself. Some of it's kind of vague and mystical, of course, as a lot of the things are for Eberron. But suffice to say, it's a kind of a cabal or group of dragons who are secretly working behind the scenes across the scope of Eberron. Agatha is kind of a mover and a shaker. She's behind the scenes, though. She does not like to be out in the front and doing things directly. She likes to use other people. But her motivations and actions might come across as erratic, as she might one moment be opposed to the party and the next moment willing to negotiate with them or even hire them to do a job for her. She is a lawful evil creature, so she does stick to her lawful side very strongly and will uphold the deal she makes with the group. But once that deal is over, if she feels the party is more of a threat, she might be opposed to them and attack them or have something done to them. Otherwise, if she sees the group as useful, will continue to work with them and use them to further her nefarious plan. Agatha, strangely enough, often and most likely will present herself as a older woman or a elven woman who's in her late 60s or late, I don't know, 600s. The point is she has long white hair, often done up in a bun or in a braid. She dresses in a very regal manner. Because she is a dragon, she does like the finer things in life and tries to emulate that at all times. However, all of her clothing and things are very functional. And even if she gets into some kind of fight or scuffle, the dress she is in is ready for battle in some case. She doesn't always shift into a dragon when she needs to. In fact, to keep her secretive side, she will remain in her human or elven form so that people don't realize who she is. Since Agatha is a deal maker, she does not play games with people, especially when she's dealing with her business of going against the chamber. Although she has a lot of balls in the air she's juggling, she focuses that mostly on the chamber. However, she's doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and she's running a really long game to try and thwart the chamber. If she could have ruined it yesterday, she already would have. But Agatha's very aware that she just can't go out and flat out wreck it. So she's trying her best to do it as long as she can, as slowly as she can, from the inside out. Without further ado, let's meet Agatha. Oh, you have returned with the item as I requested. Very good. Here is your payment as promised. Oh, you wish for more work, do you? Very well. I have another task for you, but we are going to be traveling. We are going to Zendrick. Do prepare yourself for the long voyage. No. Really? So it appears you will be going to Zendrick. Take the gold I have just given you, book passage on the next ship, and make sure you're back before fall. I have a clock that is ticking. Unfortunately, I also have other obligations. The houses are having some petty disputes again, and I must tend to them. So, I will send forward on the sending stones your arrival. I have a contact that will meet you at the dock, a short little dwarf with a grumpy attitude. Good luck. You might be asking yourself, why does Agatha even need any help? Well, she doesn't always want to be culpable for the things she does. Sometimes she wants to use surrogates to go in and handle things so that it doesn't look like she's involved as she's running this whole thing in secret. She will hire the party possibly to do something that they aren't aware they're helping her or ruining the chamber. On the other hand, she might also run into them when they're doing a job for somebody else, running a quest, and she needs what the players have. I see we have a common interest in rare hidden things that were lost long ago. I would recommend you hand that over to me. Now, peacefully. We can then part as friends, or at least respective rivals. Otherwise, I'll be forced to crush you under the weight of my power. I really haven't the time, but if I must, I must. So as described, Eberron's kind of a pulp fantasy world colored in so many shades of gray that a dragon-like Agatha will come across as evil in one instance, but maybe good in another, or at least a friend to people, which seems strange, but true. I often played her against the party. I used her as an antagonist, kind of being a pest most of the time, but she always runs at the first signs of trouble. When things don't look good right away, she bails and she leaves all her underlings to suffer in her stead. She does not care. She'll cut and run in an instant. I understand that we have been at odds with one another, but I think I have an idea where we both can get what we want. An agreement, an arrangement, however you see it. Meet me at the docks later, after you're done with this ordeal, and we can chat. I think we've got a good future together. When pressed, Agatha will often negotiate her way out of trouble. If the party is obviously stronger than her, she'll talk to them and try to bribe them. Otherwise, if they're weaker, she will either ignore them or crush them. She has no qualms either way. She, however, is, as we discussed before, is a lawful evil creature, but she clings to that lawful side so strongly as like almost a code of conduct that it squashes the evil side down, that as long as the deals are made and the bargains are kept, she stays completely on course and is a very honest creature to deal with. But once the deal is over, that evil side can come out and just turn on anyone who did anything to her during the whole escapade. Even though Agatha mostly presents herself as a human or an elf, when she does change into a dragon, her black dragon form is that of an adult, but unfortunately a little bit smaller. She's a bit small for her size, so it made her to be more cunning. On top of that, her lairs are not in swamps as traditionally are of black dragons. Instead, her lairs are all homes, mansions, townhomes. She's cultivated them all over Eberron. And these homes, being her lairs, represent the wealth of a dragon as opposed to having a hoard stashed inside. So it's all made of the fine arts, all the decorated furniture, nice tapestries on the wall, rugs, you name it, the candelabras, everything is of the highest and possible quality. However, strangely enough, none of it is important to her if she can take any of that and barter it with somebody to help her in the ruin of the chamber. In the end, she's willing to sacrifice everything to try and stop them. No, not a thing more, and will not be bartered with the tip of a sword. As promised, you will get the 18th century candlesticks and not a thing more. And if you wave that in my face one more time, my servant will be scraping your melted flesh up off of my newly installed Syrian floor. That was Agatha. Thanks for watching this episode of NPCs for Hire. As always, please let me know what you think. Did you use Agatha? Do you have a villain similar to that? Let me know in the comments below. And give me a like, please. It helps that algorithm out there somewhere. But also share with your friends. I'd love to hear what you think. If there's ways I can improve or make better, or even provide you with other NPCs I haven't yet touched on, again, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much. This has been NPCs for Hire. I'm Ed the Guildmaster, and have a great day. That way? Oh, I'm going that way.